Hi everyone, welcome to Outrageously Playful. I'm Gabriela and this is Irina, and we will be your hosts for this exploration of playfulness and authenticity and whatever else we come up with.
Nice to meet everyone, and yeah, I hope you see that what we're sharing here is experience. It's firsthand, bumping into everything that we have lived through, and we have thoughts that would be relevant for our journeys. And we are here to share some of this with you as well. Hopefully, we use this opportunity to both express what we've seen, to share experience, knowledge, and maybe tips and tricks if something is relevant for you from what we're saying, but also to kind of connect ourselves to this theme of outrageously playful, which means, for example, in my case, coming out of the seriousness of that I fall into often, of taking, let's say, the spiritual development side of life like too serious.
Yeah, it's coming back to playing with life and with absolutely everything. And I don't know if this will be a very structured podcast, not at all. I mean, the intention for us behind it was basically we were having these amazing conversations and we found ourselves in the middle of them and thinking, oh my god, this could be actually useful for people. Like, we should be recording this. So we are. At least for me, my intention is just to continue meeting up and talking about whatever the hell we feel like talking about, whatever comes. Maybe sometimes we'll have themes, maybe sometimes we'll have, I'm pretty sure we'll have guest experts because we have a lot of friends that we want to bring on. Um, and yeah, to just have fun with it and see where it goes, where it takes us. And yeah, the invitation for you guys is to take what you need from it and leave the rest because it's probably for someone else or not. Maybe it's just for us, and that's totally fine as well.
I think it's
We're
funny
our main
because
public.
yeah, I think it's funny because it's taken, I think us, but I'll talk about me, a long time for me to actually imagine or envision the idea of creating a podcast. I
Mm.
felt like such an imposter for most of my life, and yeah, obviously there's still enough of that left. But the funny thing about it is that I feel like we do reach a certain point, or I have reached a certain point in my own journey, in my own process, where this idea of speaking out loud is no longer, how do I even say this? It's not even about doing it. It's not a thing anymore. Like it used to be this amazing goal to achieve. Then it passed on to this, yeah, this very cringe, oh my God, only experts do it, only amazing people do it. Then it went on to, I don't know, it's difficult logistically. And I went through the whole spectrum of possibilities. And then when I completely gave up on the idea of doing a podcast, well, I was ready for actually doing it. So I just want to hold this thought up there to kind of just share that this really is what life is about. This really is how things happen. Um, and yeah, like to share with the world that everything that is happening to each of us is happening to a lot of other people as well. So let's, yeah, invite more kindness and more playfulness in this thing that we're actually doing
And
called life.
compassion and tolerance and understanding. Yeah, that's the point of sharing our experiences and all the crazy stuff we go through sometimes because
Yeah.
I'm sure other people can relate as well. And if it helps even just one person think, okay, cool, I'm not crazy, I'm not the only one, then I mean, yeah, this is this is totally worth sharing our conversations, like, because yeah, we are not alone in this, and we are all going through similar shit as unique and as lonely as it can feel sometimes. It's actually not. But hey, like you said, we needed to come out of our shells first in order to get here and to be able to do this and to be able to talk out loud about this stuff. Like, boy, the layers we've gone through. Same. I'll talk about myself, but yeah, I think we've been talking about making this podcast for at least 1 year, if not more. I'd have to check because when we landed on the name Outrageously Playful, I remember I did the human design for it, for the moment we created it. So I'm gonna check what time we actually did that. Time after Playful was born. Yeah.
I distinctly remember the first time we laughed about how important it is to start recording what we're speaking. And it was 2 years ago on our road trip, the first road trip together we did through Europe. So
That was not the first time.
yeah, no, I mean, that was the first time I physically wanted to touch the button and
Okay.
record. And yeah, we were ready for it. So yeah, I think it's been a long time coming. I think it's interesting to connect to this because I'm going to be very honest with this part of the conversation. I'm in a stage in my life where I have come out of, let's say, some very, very deep processes, um, amongst which is also a very big ego death, which is still unfolding. And I personally, my why for starting this podcast also personally includes this kind of a space in which I acknowledge my own process publicly. I've come a long way and I'm gonna kind of share a bit about myself, and maybe this is how we get introduced as well, how we introduce ourselves. I feel like I have been very big people pleaser as a background. That's where I come from. And let's say Gabi as well, and let's say my niche that I've discovered that I've had. My niche has not been about, I don't know, how I do my job, how I travel the world, how I present myself to, let's say, people I have nothing to gain or to lose from, like just random people on the street. But I've had it in relation to male-female dynamics and in relation to what people think about me or what direct authorities have to say or do about me. So just to picture it, basically, I've had a lot of freedom when it came growing up, when it came to anything outside the house. And I had zero freedom with everything inside the house and inside human relations that were so close. So my process has been of deconditioning this. So me coming out and sharing this kind of a process with absolutely everyone is my own way of, yeah, pouring love into this wound that is quite deep. Yeah.
Well, all of you is welcome. So yeah, this is basically it for me. I don't know if we have any other intentions for the space or
Maybe do you want to share something about you as well?
no.
Okay. Okay. Of course.
No, I'm really not inspired right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say about myself. Just here, just me, just doing my thing and doing my best to get out of the seriousness, like you said. So yeah, this as well is like everything else, a work in progress. This as well is trial and error. And like you said, we're people pleasers, but I also am a perfectionist. So this is as well getting out of doing things perfectly. Just what was Amy's expression? Throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Pretty much like that, yeah.
this is that. Yeah, this is that. And yeah, learning as we go and just having fun with it, like with everything else, because yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect from the get go, and it probably won't be. and and that's fine, and that's human, and I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
This is space to explore.
Yeah, explore. And have fun. Um,
You said that like 5 times. I think they got it.
yeah. Uh, I think we're gonna do recordings, both visually and audio recordings. So maybe we'll leave this at such. We don't have a clear direction. We're just gonna wing it. And yeah, winging it is very much a part of our lives, and yeah, it's beautiful to introduce that here because it's a practice that involves a lot of structure. So in order to be able to wing it, we are very structured human beings, so this is going to be a fun exercise.
Also,
Um, the way I see it is it's I don't know if I can say it in English properly, but it's like an calculated risk, I guess,
mhm.
because it implies the willingness to make a statement, the acknowledgement that we're taking this seriously, even though we're putting it in playful light. And we have worked through a lot of things to be able to bring this. So the winging is just playing with the elements that we have already brought into our space.
Mm.
That's how I see it.
Well, I think this makes a good first episode. It's so funny because our conversations can last anywhere from like a quarter of an hour to 3-4 hours continuously. I think one other thing I want to mention is that we're both manifestors in human design, for those who know that, emotional manifestors at that. So, yeah, we'll be following our creative urges and our timing and our energy, basically, respecting that. So this will be as varied and as unconventional or unorthodox or whatever you want to call it, as outrageously playful as the name says, as we want it to be and as we feel like in every moment, which includes speaking in all the languages we know, because you were wondering now how to say it in English. Just say it however it comes, and then we'll figure it out together like we usually do, because, I mean, we both have all the different drawers in our minds with all the languages, the various languages we speak a bit or more of, and yeah, stuff just comes however it comes, and honestly, some things just sound better in one specific language, so it's just, yeah, I don't plan on limiting myself in any way just to stick just to a certain thing. I mean, we will try to make it mostly in English, because it's like the most widely available thing, because like for me that is one of my intentions, to reach as many people as possible, like to connect to more of our soul family and to give the opportunity to people who resonate with us and with our energy and with what we're about to be able to find us and connect with us. But yeah, other than English as a basis, everything goes and will be flying in. So mm,
Seeing whoever hops on the ride.
yeah. This is a call to myself. I don't know if that works when we're apart, but we'll definitely record that tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah. See you tomorrow. Anything else on your part right now? Me too. Oh,
Yeah.
big big hug. Yeah.
I think I just want to thank anyone that's listening for the opportunity to be heard in this way.
I'm listening. You're listening. We like each other. Every other like is a bonus.
Exactly.
I don't remember who said that. Lisa something, but yeah. It's like I like myself. Your like is extra.
Yeah.
Not that
There's
they're not
days.
very welcome. Like we said,
Yeah.
anyone is more than welcome to be here. This is why we're making this public, so we have people coming on the ride with us. But yeah, their approval and their validation is not anything I'm looking for. I'm doing this first and foremost for myself and for you and for our relationship, and if anyone else benefits from it, more power to them. And just well, take care, love. See you next time. And bye, everyone.
Bye for now.